First of all, good morning, y'all, or good afternoon to some of y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Me, I'm doing good. I have a podcast conversation I got to do at 1 o'clock, and I wanted to do this before I got started. Um, First of all, welcome to Let's Review and Recap. I'm your host, Coach LJ. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification to receive notifications of my videos. Amber, you're a dummy. You're a dummy. You are trying to get 50% of this man's income and his assets, and you ain't gonna get nothing. You walked in with that man, and you saw your husband. Your husband was not there with Denicia. He was by himself. And you came in there with a whole nother man. And you showed why you ain't gonna get nothing. Because here's the problem. She wanted a contested divorce and wanted him to sign a contested divorce. A contested divorce is I basically agree that I'm not going to contest the divorce. I'm not going to contest anything that basically essentially is in the divorce papers. A non-contested divorce is I'm contesting the divorce. Now, see, the reason why I say with these skits that if you're going to base it on real life situations, then you need to do them correctly. Number one, they should have been going to court. Because even if he contests the non-contested divorce, he can contest it in court. He does not have to sign the separation papers. They can go to court and he can say that I want a non-contested divorce. I want to contest a divorce, meaning that I contest what's in them papers. And what the judge will do is the judge will have a mentor to basically come up with paperwork that pretty much both of them have to sign, that both of them agree on. That's the whole point of having a mediator, which we haven't seen yet. Now, the fact that she walked in there with that man, knowing that you're still living with another man, and Anthony, I don't know why you're mad for. She done cheated on you with Wayne, not once, not twice, through the whole entire time y'all were in a relationship, and now she's cheating with another man. It shows her character. So why are you surprised? You got Denicia, so it shouldn't even matter whether or not Amber has moved on or not. You already knew. What you mad for? That's why I said they need people that are more realistic when they come to writing these skits. They need writers, seriously. They need people that can write the skits, because even with the polygamist, at least it was based on how polygamy really goes. Good for them, because they did a good job. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to see it this weekend, as far as on Netflix. But you need to do your research before y'all do these skits. But she ain't getting nothing. Candace, why are you mad at Maggie? Maggie has not pursued your husband. Maggie has not done nothing. She's helped put money in your pocket, and yet and still you are upset. And then you found out about the windshield. The person you should be mad at is your husband, not Maggie. Maggie is making a fool out of you. Let me tell you something. Let me give women the best advice that I can give you when it comes to another woman. Don't you dare raise your blood pressure because a woman tells you she's sleeping with your husband. The last thing you want to do is give her any emotions. Give her none. Just look at her and say, how long have you known about me? And when you found out about me, why didn't you come to me from the beginning when he told you we were getting divorced? Why didn't you confirm with me? I would have told you we're still married. And that way you wouldn't have had to waste your time on this man in the first place. At the end of the day, getting upset, getting in your feelings is not going to get you nowhere with another woman or with your husband. Your husband is the issue. At the end of the day, your husband should be able to control himself. Your husband should be able to tell that woman no. Now, if she continues to pursue the issue, then that's when you step in. And you don't step in with emotions. You step in with none. And you make it clear, that is my husband. And you keep on disrespecting my husband, we're going to have a very serious problem. I'm not going to put my hands on you. I'm just going to get a restraining order so you can stay away from my husband. But at the end of the day, men like Chase like the attention. They do. They like the attention. So at the end of the day, like I said, Maggie has been telling her, I don't want your husband. As a matter of fact, Maggie had just met a man that night. Maggie was just trying to help Chase as far as making him money. They just became cool. At the end of the day, you did the same thing when it came to Pooch. Remember your ex, remember? When he came on the show. You was talking to him. You said that, you wanted Chase to trust you as far as y'all working together. And yet you have a problem with him working with Maggie? God, the walking contradiction is crazy to me. But girl, they making a fool out of you. And Ernestine, the fact that you get involved in something that has nothing to do with you, considering you were also a side chick, you were also messing around on your husband. So how you gonna take Candace's side when you were the one messing around on your husband? You have no room to talk about Megan, considering what you did. That's the pot calling the kettle black. That's what I don't like about some of these characters. They've done their own dirt and act like they dirt don't stink. Like they you know what don't stink. Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that. Ernestine, you have no right considering what you've done when it came to Trey and JMO, when it came to Jay, what you have done. So no, you are no different than Maggie, and you have no right to talk about Maggie. And the fact that you're telling Amber that it's okay, no, it's not. She's going through a divorce. The last thing you want to do is give your husband ammunition to use against you, which is what she did. She ain't getting nothing. She gonna leave with what she came with, because now both of them have cheated in the marriage. The point is, you cannot do nothing until the divorce papers are signed. Lawyers will tell you that, but a true lawyer gonna tell you you don't need to date until this is final. And if you are dating, you better make sure nobody knows about it until the divorce papers are signed. Because if he even remotely finds out you've been messing around, especially the fact you have a history of cheating before the marriage, this ain't where Amber wasn't cheating. Amber cheated when they were in the relationship before the marriage. That is going to be used against her because it's going to show a pattern. That she has a pattern of cheating. Whereas Anthony did not mess around with anybody after Shayla until he found out about Amber and Dave. But that came out before Denicia. So at the end of the day, this ain't gonna end well for her. As for Dominique and Blake and Mike, you should have got rid of Dom when she was in Chicago. Now her mother is there. And your family don't like Dom. And it is justified. The fact that you keep trying to be with Dom knowing what she did to that man as far as the anti-phrase, bro, you is not wrapped too tight in the head. And we see now that you on a slow bus. Bro, you were on a slow bus because something's wrong with you. You basically are staying with a woman that basically essentially is not wrapped too tight, that needs to be in a mental institution, that needs psychological help. And yet you're going to stay with her. You think she's Tatiana. She's not Tatiana. Tatiana had a drug habit. This girl got mental issues. That ain't the same equation. Mental issues is a forever thing. She will forever have mental issues. And if you do anything to set her off, she may try to hurt you. And yet you're still with her. I digress. As for Wayne, at least you kept your composure. But Wayne, you about to get your karma when it comes to Lauren. Because Lauren is Jacqueline 2.0 in Boomerang. And Honeypot ain't nothing but Angela 2.0 in Boomerang. That's it. This ain't nothing but Boomerang 2.0. And what's going to happen is you're going to realize that the Angela you should have kept was Honeypot. Because Lauren is getting ready to drain you. But I don't think that Wayne is going to give her what she thinks that he going to give her. Because he's not. And before he do, Dan is going to show up. She got to get rid of Dan. She thinks she can control that. No, Dan is violent. Like I said, Dan is going to show up at Wayne's house and knock on that door. And that's when he's going to find out that Lauren is trying to get with Wayne. And he's going to be running back to Honeypot trying to apologize. Let's see how that turns out. With that being said,